If you've been in either the Helluva Boss or Hazbin Hotel community for a while, you're probably familiar with some of the official Instagram accounts. They used to post images and sneak peeks on a constant basis. However, in 2022, only 2 accounts are still active. So what happened to them? In this video, I'm going to detail the history of these accounts and compile some theories regarding the reason behind their sudden disappearance. So official accounts for Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss started popping up from June 16th, 2020 onwards. The Hazbin accounts would post sneak peeks and would interact with each other by replying or liking each other's posts. They would also commonly reply to people in the comments, giving characters an opportunity to interact with the community. There were 10 accounts in total, some have been deleted, and others have kept their posts but just went inactive. In this section, I'm going to go through all of these accounts individually, giving a bit of history behind each one. The first Hazbin Hotel Instagram account was Hotel Management. The username was a play on words of Charlie's surname, Magni. This account was Charlie and Vaggie's, with the bio listing it as Vaggie being the one posting on it. The account only has 2 posts, the first being on July 14th, 2020, and it was an image of Charlie and Vaggie together. They posted one more image later that day, and it was a pic of just Vaggie. The account has been inactive ever since. Angie Fluffy Boots was the Instagram account for Angel Dust. This account had 38 posts between July 3rd, 2020 and October 25th, 2020. They would post images of Angel Dust's daily life, with him doing things like hanging out with Cherri Bomb, visiting coffee shops, or spending time with Fat Nuggets. On September 4th, 2020, they posted how they were playing a game called Ponytown with the Blitzo account. This will be relevant later when I discuss why the accounts were shut down. The Instagram account has now had all of its posts deleted, however the account still exists and has 290,000 followers. Barcat75 was Husk's account. They made 14 posts between July 8th and October 30th, 2020. As their first post and bio says, Husk made the account after Niffty told him to. Their posts typically consisted of Husk interacting with the rest of the cast, working at the bar, or taking selfies in the mirror. One example being a post where he showed the crew how to play poker. In another post, Alistair's face has a distortion effect, because canonically when you take a picture of him, it distorts the image. The account still exists, sitting at 210,000 followers, and remains inactive with all of his posts having been deleted. Baby Feather Duster was Nifty's account. The account only had 5 posts dating from July 8th to August 31st, 2020. These posts typically consisted of Niffty taking selfies of herself, Angel Dust, or Husk. In one post, she takes a pic of Alistair and it's distorted. In another post, she says how she just killed 34 rats under the hotel, highlighting her hidden sadistic nature. The account still remains, sitting at 168,000 followers, with all of the posts on the account having been deleted. So those were the accounts of the main cast members in Hazbin Hotel. One important thing to note is that canonically the characters use an app called Voxtagram, which is the in-universe equivalent of Instagram. There were also a number of accounts for side characters in the show. The first of these was Bombing Bitch Babe, which was Cherri Bomb's account. They made 18 posts between July 11th and September 23rd. Cherri's post consisted of selfies, her hanging out with Angel Dust, and pics of her engaging in gang wars like in the pilot. My personal favourite post of hers was the adorable image of Fat Nugget sleeping. She would be commonly seen interacting with Angel Dust or other users in the Instagram comments. Cherri's account is unusual because the entire account was deleted. Nothing remains except for the archives of her posts. His Lord was Sir Pentious' Instagram account. He made 8 posts between August 7th and October 31st, 2020. His post consisted of selfies of him with his egg minions or trying out new weapons to use against Cherri Bomb and Angel Dust. His account sits at 153,000 followers and all of the posts were deleted, however the account is still up. Voxtagram 8k was Vox's account. He made 9 posts between July 6th and October 31st. His posts consisted of images of him, Velvet and Valentino. They showed Vox and Valentino's romantic on-off again relationship. From the looks of it, Valentino was quite abusive. In one image, Vox's screen is broke due to Valentino. The account is still up to this day and sits at 160,000 followers. All of the posts have been removed, however. Moth Pimp was Valentino's Instagram account. There were 22 posts on his account, dating from July 5th to December 14th, 2020. His posts consisted of him spending time with Velvet and Vox. In his posts, he was abusive to Vox and eventually broke up with him towards the end of the account's lifespan. The account is still up, sitting at 168,000 followers. However, all of the posts have since been removed. Rod Velvet Cakes was Velvet's account. She made 7 posts between July 6th and August 5th, 2020. Like with Vox and Valentino, the majority of her posts was her spending time with the 3. Oddly, one post on the account was a weird animation of Vox, Valentino and Velvet. It's quite bizarre. The account sits at 117,000 followers. All of her posts have been removed, but the account is still up. Lilith's account used to be called Queen Lilith Magni. It's since been renamed to Queen Lilith Morningstar. She made 6 posts between January 25th, 2021 and October 17th, 2021. This account is odd because none of the posts have been removed. The account was also renamed from Magni to Morningstar star after Charlie's new surname was announced in her redesign. Her post consisted of selfies, or in one case where she took a picture with Lady Bethesda von Eldritch. Her account, along with all of her posts, are still up, and her account sits at 82,000 followers. Lord Lucifer Magni's account is still up. This one, like Lilith's, is quite odd because it was renamed from Magni to Morningstar. The account is called Lord Lucifer Morningstar. It has 74,000 followers, and all of the posts have been deleted. The account had 4 posts at one point and used to post images of Lucifer along with his wife. This account is the strangest because the profile picture has been removed, with the bio being changed to "Keep your eyes peeled sinners, Hazbin Hotel, coming soon." None of the other Hazbin or Helluva Boss Instagram accounts have done anything like this, so it's quite peculiar. From the looks of it, this account is hinting that it and others will be brought back once the full show comes out. So with all of the Hazbin Hotel accounts accounted for, it's time to discuss the Helluva Boss ones. There were 6 Helluva Boss accounts in total, with 1 for each main character. The only exception to this was Octavia, who had her own account despite being a side character. The first major account for the Helluva Boss characters was Blitzo Rodeo. This account was obviously meant for Blitzo, and is pretty active in comparison to a lot of other ones, generally posting once a month, sometimes once every 2. The first time it posted was back on June 16th, 2020, with the latest post being from June 23rd of this year. The posts usually consist of small snippets and close-ups of random things Blitzo might get up to. On a couple of occasions, Blitzo Rodeo interacted with some of the other accounts, one of which being the Angel Dust one, where they played Ponytown together. If you check some of the archives, some of the posts have also been removed from the page, one of the most notable ones being an older picture of Blitzo saying he was wearing a Halloween costume. The outfit he's wearing is his design from the Hazbin pilot. It makes sense why this one was removed, because it creates a bit of conflict due to the fact that it's been stated not to be canon by Vivzy and the team. Blitzo's account is the most popular of all of them, sitting at 494,000 followers. He's still active to this day, and his last post was on June 23rd, being him at a pride parade. Simply Moxxie is Moxxie's account. He's made 22 posts between July 5th and January 31st, 2021. His posts consisted of him interacting with Millie or Blitzo. His account also follows Aaron Frost. He has 375,000 followers, and his last post was on January 31st, 2021, so the account has been active for a while. Luckily, all of his posts are still up. Beauty Mark Babe 666 was Millie's account. She only made 2 posts, one on July 4th, 2020, and a second on August 5th, 2020. Both of her posts were selfies. She's 199,000 followers and is now considered inactive. Her posts remain on her account. Moonlight Howling 666 is Loona's account. She made 31 posts between July 3rd, 2020 and January 22nd, 2022. Her posts typically consisted of selfies in new outfits or photos with Blitz. She has 339,000 followers, and her last post was in January of this year. You can call this account semi-inactive since she was active for over 2 years up until this year. Her account might become active again in the future when more episodes come out. Daddy Hoot Hoot is Stolas' account, and he made 87 posts between June 26th, 2020 and June 15th of 2022. His account is fairly active and posts every month or 2. His bio says that Octavia was the one that created it for him. He normally posts pictures of himself, Blitz, Octavia or Stella. We can also see old images of Stella's original design in the pilot. His account sits at 476,000 followers. Goth Chick 17 is Octavia's Instagram account and the most controversial of them all. She made 10 posts between July 29th, 2020 and December 9th, 2020. Her posts consisted of selfies, new books she's reading, and edgy, depressed posts. Her account is still up and sits at 186,000 followers. However, all of her posts have been removed. The reason Octavia's account was deleted was that leading up to January 17th of 2020, people were messaging the Octavia account NSFW porn and Stovia images with her father. On the 17th, the Octavia account posted a story saying, "All of you are gross, archiving my pics, not posting again." They followed up with another story saying, "Just so you know, the last story was more from me, the artist. I didn't feel comfortable with the art being used in the manner it was. It was wrong of me to post it here and cause a stir in the community, so it's decided that the account would be archived. We're doing our best to keep these fun, and just because I felt uncomfortable is not an excuse to harass anyone. It wasn't any specific person's fault, just my own for reacting to it poorly." At the same time, the Stolas account posted, "I hope you're all proud of yourselves. You have caused a child to no longer enjoy this platform. My daughter is upset. If you are any of these disgusting individuals, this is from the both of us. Middle finger emoji." The Stolas account followed up with another story, this time being out of character, saying, "Just letting you guys know that last story was more from the people running these accounts. It was wrong of me to post it as Stolas. If you are wondering what happened to Octavia's account, we began to get uncomfortable with how people address her. In this, we decided archiving the Via account would be the best option. We're trying our best to keep these accounts fun, and sorry for the concern. So now that you know the history of all of the accounts, it's time to answer why they were deleted. From what I've gathered, there's two main theories. I'd also give my own theory after on what I personally think happened to the accounts. The first theory is to do with copyright. This theory mostly deals with the Hazbin accounts in particular. On August 7th, 2020, A24 picked up Hazbin Hotel for the production of the TV series. All of the Hazbin accounts were archived or deleted in January of 2020. It's pretty safe to assume that the team working on Hazbin Hotel were informed in advance that the show was in talks with A24. It makes sense to take down the Hazbin Hotel accounts due to copyright reasons. It's a bit problematic to have Instagram accounts on a show that's being currently worked on. The accounts would be walking on eggshells the entire time because they'd have to be careful about what they post so that they don't accidentally leak anything. Another example that backs up this theory is that some of the Hazbin Hotel songs on Spotify were delisted, such as the Slutty Spider Polka Pop, which was the Angel Dust theme. There's also been posts of people saying Inside of Every Demon on Spotify wasn't working for them. The composer of the Hazbin Hotel OST, Gooseworks, said on Twitter that the Hazbin Hotel soundtrack and other songs were delisted since the rights of the characters were signed over to A24 so they can be used in the full series. This example highlights why anything to do with Hazbin Hotel is difficult due to copyright, so one of the reasons the Hazbin accounts were taken down was certainly to do with copyright. The Lucifer account hinting in its bio to stay tuned and that Hazbin Hotel is coming soon points to the idea that the accounts will be rebooted once the full series starts to air. The second theory is to do with the Octavia situation. Around the same time that Octavia's account was taken down due to the drama, all of the other Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel accounts were also deleted, apart from the main couple like Blitzo and Stolas. It's pretty safe to assume that after seeing the hatred the owners of the accounts could receive, the Spindlehorse team decided to cut their losses and stop all of the accounts apart from the main few. Issues to do with how canon the accounts were was also a problem. On January 17th, 2021, Vivzie did an official statement on her Tumblr about how the accounts weren't canon and were just for fun. Sam Miller, one of the Spindlehorse team, also did a post saying that the accounts weren't canon as well. Coming out and saying the accounts aren't canon is fine, but they should have done that from the very start. The third theory is my own ideas on what happened. It's mainly an amalgamation of theory 1 and 2 combined with new info. In my opinion, the Octavia drama happened, which caused the team to shut down all of the accounts. A couple months later, Hazbin got picked up, so the Hazbin accounts would have been taken down anyway. On the 23rd of June 2020, during the height of the Vivzie Pop drama, one of the ex-Spindlehorse team members came forward about their experiences. They revealed how they ran the Angel Dust Instagram account and gave some insider information. They most likely broke a non-disclosure agreement to release this info. They said how there was issues running the account, mainly that there was no guidelines to follow, with them being told that the account was just for fun. They said how the Cherri Bomb account was ran by a friend that wasn't part of the Spindlehorse team. They said how Vivzie Pop thought that they interacted with the Cherri Bomb account too much since they were their friend. This part is one of my criticisms of the accounts as well. It was a bit odd that accounts like Stolas would interact with the Hazbin accounts. Like, why would he interact with people he doesn't even know, like Fox? It doesn't make sense at all. The user also said how their friend who ran the Cherri Bomb account didn't work at Spindle, so the Cherri Bomb account couldn't continue. They deleted the account and that was that. This explains why the Cherri Bomb account was suddenly deleted without warning, whereas on the other accounts the posts were just removed. They also said how team members didn't like how they ran the Angel Dust account. Carrying on from this, they say how they and members of the team played Ponytown with their skins. They said that they had their own personal Twitter linked to the pony, and other members thought they were trying to grow their Twitter off the Hazbin account. If we check the archives for the Angel Dust account, on September 4th, 2020, they did a post on how they were playing Ponytown with the Blitz account. This matches up with what's said in the Twitlonger. The person says how it was frustrating because no one told them to take the tag off because they want the accounts to stay anonymous. They then go on to say how they were kicked off the account and out of the Discord server after they said on Twitter that people should stop shipping Stolas and Octavia. There was other things mentioned in this Twitlonger, but I'm just including the stuff relevant to the Instagram accounts. So basically the summary was that there wasn't clear guidelines on how to run the Angel Dust account. The person behind it broke character on Ponytown, and a couple other issues led to the team disliking how they ran the account, so they closed it. The Cherri Bomb account was closed because the person running it wasn't on the Spindlehorse team. As for my thoughts on it all, I think all of these situations were entirely avoidable. The first issue is the lack of clear guidelines for the people running the accounts. There wasn't a clear set of rules for them to follow. The only things that were set in stone was that the accounts were for fun, they have to stay in character, and they have to interact with each other. It's fairly obvious that breaking characters is the worst thing you can do in a gimmick account. So I feel like the people running the account either should have been experienced in running gimmicks, or they should have been informed by the team not to break character at all. The person running the Cherri Bomb account wasn't even part of the team, so that just eliminates that the process behind hiring people to run these accounts was pretty horrific. Hiring fans can be a bit problematic, so I personally think that the people running the accounts should have been social media managers with proper experience. The accounts also should have had DMs turned off from the very start. This would have prevented the deranged lunatics from bombarding the Octavia account. It seems to me like the people running the accounts weren't properly equipped or informed on how to run them. The accounts got into drama and they broke character, and then the team privatized everything to stop it all, and these people lost their jobs. The second issue is the fact that the teams didn't disclose that the accounts weren't canon until it was too late. These accounts all had insider information, such as the Octavia account stating that Octavia was 17. This wasn't revealed until the latest Helluva Boss episode, so this causes problems whereby the account, which is run by a member of the team, says a character's a certain age, and then Vivzie and another member say the account isn't canon later, causing a shitstorm in the community where you have two conflicting sources. They should have informed everyone that the accounts weren't canon from the get-go. The accounts were ran by members of the team. They posted sneak peeks and new lore of future episodes. They made high quality art and images on the accounts, and they were most likely paid to run them. It's no wonder that people thought that they were official. The third issue is how the accounts were privated. Some accounts were deleted while others had all of their posts removed. This was absolutely the wrong way to go about things. They should have just stopped posting on the accounts, added a line to the bio saying the account isn't canon, and then kept the posts up. If it wasn't for all the archives of these accounts, most of the information and art would have been lost to time. Countless hours spent running these accounts and creating these images would have been completely wasted. So yeah, that's all the information and theories to do with why the Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss Instagram accounts were deleted. For a brief recap, the Octavia account got into drama and broke character, so the team took it down. This, combined with issues behind the scenes with the Angel Dust and Cherri Bomb accounts, led to them being taken down. The team decided to cut their losses and private every account except for Stolas, Blitzo and Loona. The Hazbin accounts would have been privated eventually anyway due to copyright. There's also a possibility that the accounts would be reopened again in the future. I hope this video was informational for everybody and helped to dispel some of the rumours surrounding these accounts, because I've seen countless posts asking what happened to them for the last 2 years now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Credit to IOX for helping. Thanks for watching.